Dr. Anaya Verma stood beneath the relentless sun of Mohenjo-daro, her boots sinking into the dust of a forgotten world. To outsiders, the site was just another dig in Pakistan's Sindh province. But to Anaya, it was more than research. It was a personal quest. Her late father, also an archaeologist, had spent his life searching for answers about the Indus Valley's sudden disappearance. He died without finding them, and she carried the weight of that unfinished story. After weeks of frustration and endless layers of brick and clay, her team finally struck something unusual, a sealed stone slab, heavier and thicker than any they had encountered before. At first glance, it looked like part of the city's drainage system, but careful brushing revealed faint etchings around the edges, symbols unlike anything previously unearthed. The slab resisted every tool, as if it had been designed to remain hidden forever. When it finally gave way, the air that escaped was stale, untouched for thousands of years. Anaya felt her heart race. Beneath lay a narrow staircase spiraling into darkness. "Do you want me to lower the lantern, doctor?" her assistant asked nervously. Anaya hesitated. Every instinct told her this was different, dangerous even. Still, she nodded. The lantern's glow revealed walls lined with copper plaques, their surfaces shimmering faintly despite the centuries. At the chamber's center sat a stone chest, sealed with pitch. Inside, a collection of copper tablets, their surfaces etched with symbols that defied everything the world believed about the Indus script. Unlike the undecipherable markings scholars had debated for decades, these were startlingly clear, as if carved with deliberate precision for someone far beyond their time. For a long moment, no one spoke. Even the desert winds outside seemed to hold their breath. Anaya's gloved fingers traced the first line, her eyes narrowing. These weren't messages of trade or farming records, but sentences that seemed urgent, almost like warnings. Her assistant finally broke the silence. "Why does it feel like they were waiting for us to find this?" Anaya didn't answer, but deep inside, she felt it too. The tablets weren't just relics, they were summonses. And by unsealing the chamber, she had just answered them. The days following the discovery blurred into sleepless nights. Dr. Anaya Verma barely left her tent, hunched over the copper tablets under lamplight, tracing each line with obsessive care. The script was uncanny, ancient in style, yet hauntingly familiar, as if designed for a mind millennia later. By the third night, exhaustion gave way to a breakthrough. With a sudden gasp, she realized the characters weren't random pictographs, but a hybrid of astronomy and language, celestial markers paired with phonetic sounds. Patterns emerged. Sentences took shape. Her hand froze as she translated a phrase etched across the largest tablet. "The Council of Nine shall endure until the cycle returns." 9 figures, mentioned over and over. Engineers, astronomers, healers, and architects, united not merely as rulers, but as guardians. According to the text, this Council of Nine had overseen more than city planning. Their drainage canals, reservoirs, and grid streets weren't just feats of engineering. They were conduits in a vast system designed to contain and channel a force flowing through the Sarasvati River. Anaya whispered aloud, her voice trembling. They weren't building for survival. They were controlling something. Tariq leaned against the tent's post, arms crossed. He hadn't slept either, watching her with growing unease. "Doctor, it sounds like mythology. Every civilization glorifies its leaders. Maybe this council is just symbolic." "No." Anaya snapped, more sharply than she intended. She softened, lowering her tone. "Look at this. It speaks of cycles, of balance between heaven and earth. It says the cities were aligned with the stars to lock in the river's power. This wasn't symbolism, it was design." A sandstorm raged outside, its howl rattling the excavation tents. The sound felt almost like voices pressing against the canvas. In that moment, Anaya thought of her father again. He had once told her, "Every civilization has architects of destiny, but not all are remembered." As dawn broke, she spread the tablets out on a long table. By lantern light, the engravings seemed to shimmer as if alive. Her eyes caught another chilling inscription, one buried near the end of a fragmentary tablet. "When the guardians falter, the river will burn. The keepers of the balance must not fail, for the curse of their greed shall echo through ages." She shuddered. These weren't just historical records. They were warnings, written for a future reader. For her,